You're listening to the Davey Mack Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
It's the Davey Mack Sports Program.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right out, 1 second left. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow. In your life have you seen anything like that? Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's the Davey Mack Sports Program on riotcast.com. And here's your host, Dave McDonald.
Yes, sir. That's right. Thank you very much. Yeah, baby. Davey Mack. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, okay. All right, settle down, please. Davey Mack Sports Program, Eastside Dave McDonald, a.k.a. Davey Mack. Come on, another round of applause for me, because I love people applauding me very much. With me is Chris Pepper Stanley. The engineer extraordinaire, and the musical band leader that 99.9% of America loves, Roy Schaefer. There is a 0.1% who despises Roy Schaefer. We'll get into that very soon in the show. But it is a wonderful week of sports. We are right now in the thick of the Olympics. There's some Penn State nonsense going on. We got the baseball. We got the football. We got this. We got that. We got the pickles. We got the oranges. We got the bananas. We got the celery. We got the fruit. We got the veggies. We got it all, baby. And we're going to have a good time. I'm predicting it right now. We're going to have a fantastic time. Fresh off the glorious appearance that we had on the Glory Hall, ladies and gentlemen, on riotcast.com. Pepper and I went in there and just crushed it.
I didn't make it.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
People, I got a lot of tweets from people saying, "Whoa, the Dave man." They might not even know it. I believe the Glory Hole still has it up. The last episode on riotcast.com. So go check it out. Dave and Pepper went into Glory Hole. We killed it. We had great aspirations of showing everyone, listen, we love the Glory Hole. We love the Bob Kelly. We love the Rich Voss, the Jim Florentine, all these great shows. But this is the Dave man we're talking about here, Glory. Okay, Glory? That's what I call him, too, Glory, like the Denzel Washington movie.
Glory.
Yeah, I call him Glory. I say, listen, Glory, it's Dave and Pepper time. Turn the mics off, okay? And then I get a phone call from Pepper. God damn it, man, I'm not going to make it. The stomach acting up again, god damn it. I don't know what's going on, Dave. It's like I'm farting in like a dragon over here. A dragon that's been drinking flat Budweiser and eating some nasty Cool Ranch Doritos, dog. What's going on?
The Cool Ranch Doritos aren't nasty.
Yeah, but these stale ones that I found under my couch aren't so good, Davey Mack. But so Pepper canceled out, and
Last second,
it was very upsetting to me and Rob Sprantz.
I know.
Who is the headmaster over at the Glory Hole.
Yeah.
Who you guys have talked to, of course. Yeah.
We're good friends.
And so I told Rob, because Pepper was texting me all this stuff like, I feel like an asshole, man.
I did.
And so I told...
I don't want to cancel anybody.
So I said, and this Rob Sprantz fella is nice as apple pie, okay? He's like a Roy Schaefer.
Oh, wow.
You know? Who's just such a sweet person.
He is.
Shano?
Yeah.
He's evil. Obviously,
Yeah.
we all know that.
Alcoholic.
We call Shano Pol Pot behind his back.
Yeah.
Pepper, he strangles little children with wire, and,
No,
and
come on.
puts those bodies in underneath in his backyard in Astoria, Queens.
Next to the Cool Ranch Doritos.
And I've told them,
You got a
look,
backyard?
He has a backyard,
Yeah.
and there's lots of bumps in it where all these little children are. And the Dave
wouldn't
Man,
want you to
forget
talk
it.
about that.
One of the most despicable human beings of all time. However, this Rob Sprantz character, wonderful guy. So when Pepper texted me, God damn it, I feel like a jerk. I just texted him back. Rob Sprantz is really pissed off, dude. He is. And for people who don't know, not only is Rob hosts the Glory Hole, but it's him combined with Bob Kelly, who have really put this phenomenal I heard top 3 podcasting networks in America. How about that, right? That's what I heard. We won't even bring up the other 2. Why? Because we're crushing them like the grapes that they are. But the point is this. So he's also in charge of it. So I said, Pepper, Rob's talking about disciplinary action. Something like that. Like, God damn it, man. You know what? I know you guys only probably have 4 minutes left in the show, but I can make it.
Yeah, I was like, finally, I was like, yeah, maybe I should just run downtown
I
immediately.
know. So he was going to run from 49th Street to 21st. First of all, I would have loved, if I could have YouTubed that would have been sensational.
Sweaty mess.
And
Ferris Bueller music.
Right, and I told right, he's on the trampoline, and but I kept going. I wouldn't let him off the hook. He's like, "Is he mad?" I go, "He's beyond mad, bro." And then I said, "You know what? He's not even so mad. He's disappointed, and let's just say our times at Riotcast are probably going to be a little shorter because it's totally unprofessional."
Yeah, I know. I felt like a real douche.
And then Pepper actually said, "I know it's a goddamn unprofessional way to behave, guy." There we go. A little fart just came out of me. Which, by the way, last week when we were exiting this version of the Davey Mac Sports program on Riotcast and iTunes, we're walking to the elevators. I'm walking behind Pepper, and this is what I hear. He gave me a little surprise. He gave me a little early birthday gift.
Yeah, there you go, Davey
He
Mac.
farted
That's nice.
right in my direction when I'm 4 inches behind him.
Wow, what's wrong with that?
Better than in the elevator.
Well,
I guess.
It's like the old times, Davey Mac.
What's wrong with it is that Pepper, it caught him off guard, like as if he's a child, a toddler.
Oops.
Only you and Archie Bunker are the only adults in the history of flatulence that a fart sneaks out. Yeah, but you don't
Gas
know.
problems.
But you're not cognizant. A little gas is about to come. I'll hold it for literally 10 seconds.
Why?
And then
I'm among friends.
that snuck out, Davey Mac. I'm sorry about that. So anyway, I take it you emailed Rob?
Oh, yeah.
I said definitely go with it. Make him feel really bad.
Yeah.
And he said he could only do it for a sentence and then gave up.
Yeah, he broke down.
Even in email, he couldn't be mean.
It's a nice guy. A lot nicer,
I was like, just give him one email back. Like, dude, this is a huge screw up. And Bob Kelly's talking about, we're discussing
the
right
entire
now,
thing.
getting rid of this whole show.
It's all on your goddamn head.
A show that has garnered extremely high praise from the Riotcast audience. We're very excited by this as we continue to dominate. And it is a big Olympics theme. Now, I want to bring something up with you gentlemen here. And this is specifically for the Davey Mac Sports program cast and crew, if you will.
Oh.
But we have been down on the show Sports Nation for quite some time. This is a show on ESPN, ESPN 2.
Part 2.
Where it's another PTI knockoff. People wear little costumes and there's silly graphics.
But the hosts are terrible.
The whole thing. And the host, Colin Cowherd, has one of the fakest voices I have ever heard.
And we saw them live.
Ever.
We saw them live right outside these studios.
Michelle Beadle, the chick, who we saw them outside live before the Super Bowl. Was it?
It was before the Super Bowl. It was for the Madden 13 cover.
Right, and they broadcasted literally outside in Times Square, across from Skinny Man Studios. And these Midwesterners, because from a distance, I guess there's somewhat of a resemblance, but I don't think so. But these Midwesterners are like, look at that! Cameron Diaz is now hosting a sports show on ESPN. Wait, what's that? Okay, the red-haired guy's saying it's ESPN 2. So Cameron Diaz is now hosting a sports show, Sports Country or Sportsville.
Nation.
I don't know the name of it. Sport Nation, you say?
Yeah.
Sports Nation?
Sports Nation.
Well, whatever. When's our reservations for Bubba Gump? I'm starving.
You have to make reservations?
Take a picture with my big head and then Cameron Diaz in the back talking to a couple black guys.
That's Cam Newton,
Oh, Cam Newton, you say?
Calvin Johnson,
Cam Newton sounds very white to me.
black man.
Ah!
It's a quarterback.
Ah!
All right, now you're just making sounds, dude. You better get the bubble gum.
Well, anyway, I'm watching the Olympics. I turn over to NBC Sports, which is becoming my new favorite channel of all time. Wow. Didn't think it was possible so soon. You know, when they were formerly known as Versus, and they got exactly 2 viewers.
Oh, yeah.
And decided maybe if this is an
Really
NBC
bad channel.
station, let's put the little peacock in the NBC. And then since then, it's been good. There's a new show called Sports Illustrated,
Oh.
where it's very, it's a magazine sports show, real sports, a la that. But I can always use another one of those.
Sure.
You have some inside programming. You have Bob Costas. Then all of a sudden, I see Miss Michelle Beadle on NBC News for the Olympics, and I said to myself, "Well, for the Olympics, they get lots of people. Everyone is
Well,
almost allowed to cover the Olympics.
It's a ridiculous amount of things to cover. They have
But then
to use
I
everyone.
thought, yeah. And then I thought to myself, however, ESPN, of course, owned by ABC, would ABC allow one of their people to go to NBC?
Kind of jump ship.
I looked it up, and our little girl, Michelle Beadle, no longer on Sports Nation.
Oh, no!
She has left the Peanut Gallery. And again, if you have never seen the show, Sports Nation allows their camera crew and people with clipboards to make gigantic laughs and chants during the show. It's the most insane thing you've ever seen.
It's fun to watch.
Now, when I was an Uncle Floyd fan, I used to enjoy that. But when I'm trying to watch a sports show, it's different. So, like, for instance, Sports Nation, Colin Cowherd would be, I'll tell you what, quarterback controversy. I don't know about you, but this Tim Tebow kind of stinky. That's right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I said it. That's
Got
right.
him, dude.
Colin Cowherd's on the case. Let me tell you something about this Dr. J, okay? Hall of Fame basketball player, but he never received a doctorate in medicine.
Oh, he's a liar. He didn't go to college.
He did not, okay? Coming in number 4 on the countdown, here's a guy who never played any sports, Mr. Conan O'Brien. There you go.
Oh, he's got a big head.
That's right. So number 3 on the Sports Nation countdown right here, Mike Tyson. Hey, is that tattoo or
Yeah, he farted on his face.
Yeah. Number 2 on the sports countdown, Billy Martin. Hey, I'm driving drunk. I'm driving drunk.
He's dead now.
Number 1, Mickey Mantle. Oh, my liver.
Yeah, he's dead.
Something 2 of them.
Death is funny.
Olympic swimmer Greg Louganis has AIDS.
Oh, he's gonna be dead
Sports
soon.
Station Peanut Gallery. So Michelle Beadle is gone from the Peanut Gallery, and I'm convinced this is a victory for the Davey Mack Sports Program.
Sure, we'll take it.
Because I believe ultimately she herself got so embarrassed at this, dare I say, garbage fill of a television show that so she signed up for NBC, and her whole thing is she'll cover the Triple Crown, she'll do some Super Bowl when the NBC has it, and she also now gets to co-host, I think, Access Hollywood, which is very bizarre.
She went from Sports Nation. I guess that's a big step up for her.
I guess, I don't know.
I
It
think
sounds a little
Access
weird.
Hollywood's a bigger show than Sports Nation.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I read more that apparently, or it's
Sex
possible. I was very close.
Wow.
That she and Erin Andrews did not get along
Oh.
whatsoever. And that when she was talking about Erin Andrews, when her whole, I guess it's not a sex tape, it's
It was a
tape. Is that what you call it?
Voyeuristic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I guess intrusion.
Yeah,
It's,
pretty much.
Yeah. Someone's invasion of privacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reverse people.
So when that Erin Andrews thing with her combing her hair naked, that tape came out, someone asked her about it, and Michelle Beadle was like, "Yeah, I mean, I feel bad for her, but and then someone said, well, but now she's actually even more famous." And Beadle said, "It's interesting how things work out, isn't it?
Whoa.
So she put some seeds down, like, was Aaron Andrews behind it? Who knows? This is all the stuff that actually I didn't even know about till I went on a 3.5 hour research session of Michelle Beadle.
God.
A lot of Wikipedia on her. Huh?
I Wikipedia'd, I looked up this, I looked up that. It was all, I was just constantly, it was like that, the 17 minutes into JFK, where Kevin Costner wants to, right before he reopens the case, he's reading all these books and whatnot.
Yeah. Sure.
He's like, God damn it, how couldn't it? So that's what the Dave Man was doing. I was in my study with a pipe. It was very dimly lit, the way Oliver Stone likes to light it.
Yeah.
And there's just me looking up Michelle Beadle facts. What? She started on Yes, the Yes Network, with the Yankees? I don't even remember her on the Yes Network. That's true, by the way.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Wait, now I'm looking up other stuff. What? She's single? Come on! There had to be a second shooter, Beetle. There had to be. I like the fact that her name is Beetle. But yet she never did anything with it. She never was like, the Beatles are in the house.
Oh my God. It's probably a good thing. She
You know? It's the Beatles, dog. Woo!
Love me
Party,
do.
yeah. Let it be, Sports Nation. Let it effing be, baby. So can you believe that? She's gone. You know the thing I love about Sports Nation? That it's not a video game. Because I love video games so much. And when I like to get my video games, I like to go to GameFly.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you something about this GameFly.
Go on.
All you do is you go to riotcast.com/DaveyMac.
That's easy enough.
Okay? Click on the GameFly banner.
Okay.
Sign up to be GameFly. What is this, David? What is this GameFly? It's the Netflix for video games. Very simple. You want the newest Bang Bang Wars of Witchcraft?
Max Payne 3.
You want, Grand Theft? You know?
Yeah, I want it.
Right. I know all the games. You can tell I'm well versed in these
Sonic
games.
the Hedgehog.
Sonic. You want that? You
Mario.
Want Berserker? How about a little Q*bert? Throw that in there. I don't know what games are available, but I'm pretty sure there's a ton. It's the Wii, it's PlayStation, it's everything. And our listeners get a free 15-day 2-disc offer. Did you
What?
hear that? Yeah.
That's right, free.
That's it. So, riotcast.com/DaveyMac. Click on the GameFly banner, and let's do it!
Come on. Yeah.
Suck it hard.
Yeah.
Suck it nice.
What?
Suck it really good. I have an email that was given to the Dave Man here. And we are going to obviously get into some Olympic coverage, but I wanted to read an email here. Very important. And this email is from a woman named Jane.
Oh, that's my mother's name.
Is that your mother's name?
It is.
I thought you were Portuguese.
No, my wife is
You're Irish, though.
Irish German.
Gotcha.
Krautnik.
Okay, my Krautnik friend.
Yeah, I like that.
So anyway, for those of you who aren't aware, we've been doing this show for 2 years, and our audience keeps on getting larger and larger. Last tally was 2.4 million.
Right around there.
So it just keeps exploding, multiplying. We've had a very kind of proven thing. The Dave Man, Chris Pepper Stanley.
What up?
It's Sean O setting up the mics. And we are the only radio show in the history of radio. And yes, I'm going to count this as radio because this is being done by a radio professional, the Dave Man. Still on Sirius XM on Saturday nights. Still on terrestrial radio Mondays through Fridays, rocking the morning Jersey radio, 90.5 the night. And thus, I am proud that we're the only radio show in the history of the world to have a band and a band leader whose name is Roy Schaefer. And yet, I got an email from Jane, who said, just tuned in. Big fan of the Riotcast. I just tuned in. Dave, I want to hear your comments and not some crappy keyboard.
Whoa.
She said, unless you fire Roy Schaefer,
What? Whoa.
I will never download the show again.
This is crazy.
Whoa,
That's
cold.
the email.
Cold as ice.
That's
So you know
cold.
what, Roy?
Yeah.
This is serious, man.
You know how customer fan friendly I am?
You are.
You're out! No, if you're out, that means you can't play keyboard.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
You're
Dave.
gone.
Wow.
Yeah, you just went.
Yeah.
You're gone, right?
Jane said so.
See that, Shano?
Jane says.
Maybe she's harboring a secret crush on me. She wants a little Schaefer Schnitzel. Maybe. Could that be it?
Roy, you can stay here on the show, but your keyboard is out.
Okay.
It's done.
So you're just gonna have to be like the rest of us,
Okay.
just a talking, jabbering fool.
You got it, Dave.
Can you handle that?
I could do this, Dave.
You like sports,
I could
right?
do-
Yeah, I mean, I know you're a huge sports guy.
I got some facts down.
What do you think about Tony Romo this year?
Awesome. Doing great. Great.
Oh my God.
Great.
How about that Freeman McNeil, huh?
The best.
Okay. All right. So that's it. Jane wins. Thank you. And Shano, you can hit the email music now, because that's what we do.
That was easy, man. Just email in.
I
You'll take care of
do
it.
whatever the fans say. So let me tell you something about this Michael Phelps, huh? What? Now, what's that?
It's a ukulele. What? I'm not allowed to play the keyboards.
He's multi-talented.
Roy,
Yes, Dave.
well, I'm not sure this is what Jane meant. You know, I think it was no keyboard,
Oh.
no ukulele.
No music whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean it's no keyboard, it's no ukulele.
I
Let's just keep it.
apologize.
Let's just keep this.
Yeah,
You
no.
can talk like the rest of us. Join in.
Okay.
This,
Sorry, Dave.
This Michael Phelps.
Ridiculous day he had yesterday.
I don't know if he can do it anymore. You know, ridiculous. He didn't win in his main
said a reach,
competition.
But he did break it.
What the?
Wow.
What?
What is that?
Yes, Dave.
Now we're trying to do a goddamn show.
I'm talking
Right.
Olympics.
I'm just helping out, Dave. This is what I do.
What instrument is this now?
This is a melodica.
A what?
A melodica.
Roy? When Jane, let me be specific.
Yes, Dave.
No keyboard, no ukulele,
Okay.
no melodica.
All right. I'm sorry, Dave.
She doesn't enjoy your musical participation.
She hates it.
None of those three things.
Hurts a little bit, Dave.
No melodica.
She hates enough to have emailed in.
Michael Phelps, in his main competition, this butterfly thing,
the
he
bu-
was
200
he was
meter.
predicted to win the gold medal. He finishes second to. I can't do. What the hell is that thing?
Stylophone, Dave. Come on, David Bowie uses this thing. What?
Pepper, can you talk to him?
I-
I'm out now.
You can't play
trying to
these
talk.
instruments.
It's a
There's no
xylophone.
melodica.
He's taking
There's
us
no
literally every time I
keyboard.
say that a melodica, he brings something else. And what is this
what's
now?
that, stylus?
It's a stylophone.
The stylist?
Stylophone. Ground control to Major Tom.
That sounds just like David Bowie.
Yeah.
What the? That looks like an Atari machine.
Yeah, it looks like a Coleco.
Specifically the
Coleco
Atari
version.
2600. You can't possibly even actually use that.
I mean, it sounds kind of cool.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't mind the sound so much, but you're upsetting this Jane lady.
Jane
She's
wouldn't
pissed.
like it, right?
She said
You're
she
right.
would never listen again if you.
I mean, I can't afford. I have 2.4 million people. I'm trying to get it to 2.5.
Dave, I'm
I can't
sorry.
afford to lose a Jane. You know, because as we all know, Jane calls the shots.
Jane said.
When Jane comes in here, she says, "Listen, she's not going to listen anymore if Roy Schaefer's on the keyboards." And I respect the opinion of Jane. So Jane, right? Stop it! Come on! Stop it already!
She didn't say anything about accordion.
No, she did. Why don't you give her a little song real quick, and you get it out of your system, and let's move on now.
Arena.
You see what you did, Jane?
Jewish ghetto.
This is your fault. This is you, Jane. All right, we're done. We're done. You're out of your system. You can talk sports
I think
like
I'm
a
all right.
regular person.
I'm all right, Dave.
All right.
Wow,
Phelps.
what a weird tangent.
Phelps did get the gold in the medley.
Yeah,
But let's be honest. He had to have three people helping him.
it was. He almost blew it.
It's kind of
And-
scary, isn't it, Dave?
It's the Twilight Zone.
That's some spooky stuff, huh, Dave?
Yeah,
Michael
it doesn't
Phelps?
fit. It doesn't fit with what we're talking about. We're talking about Michael Phelps. What is this, Shawno?
He's kind of creepy, isn't he?
It doesn't fit.
It's creepy.
It's very creepy.
He's kind of creepy, right?
We're talking about a swimmer, for God's sakes.
The Olympics.
This isn't an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Yeah, but he's underwater. Like a
That
whale.
doesn't sound like someone who's underwater.
Nothing like
a
sonar.
Like a dolphin.
You're a jerk. You're a dolphin.
Oh, good one.
Yeah. I mean, this is going. Maybe Jane was right about you.
She's
All
censoring
right.
all of us.
Listen, I'm going to say this.
Oh, my God.
I am rehiring Roy Schaefer back as the keyboardist.
Yeah.
Because we tried, Jane. We tried it your way, and you saw what happened.
It turned.
There was
into
underwater goddamn music being played that didn't sound. It sounded like Martian music.
And some David Bowie.
Well, who's also from Mars, apparently. Every album's David Bowie in space. David Bowie's on Mars. We get it with the science fiction already. Move on.
Spiders from.
All right?
Spiders.
Hate to see you go, Jane.
Jane's out.
We're going to miss her.
I do find it funny when one person who doesn't like something says, change your format. Otherwise, something that's been working, even worked on Sirius XM when Roy was coming in, but Roy decided not to because, he asked for, I think, $15 from Sirius XM for a train fare. And the response that they gave him was a very dignified, Sirius XM? Give money to anyone? And Martin, this is not a propeller accident. This is a shark, okay? I want you to look at those billboard proportions, Martin. They're correct.
They said that to you?
Martin, I've got white or red, okay? I didn't know what you'd be serving. And if you think Roy Schaefer is going to get one single nickel out of this tight-assed, fisted company known as Sirius XM, well, you've got to...
You didn't even finish your sentence.
Martin!
No one's saying Martin.
And Martin, let me say something right
not-
now.
why are you calling me that?
You have really been sticking with these plaid shirts lately.
I haven't.
Every day,
done.
you have a new plaid shirt.
No, this isn't new.
How about solid colors for once, Martin?
That hurts.
Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah, how come you don't ever bring your beautiful wife around?
Not married.
She's a wonderful blonde hair.
Nope.
You have those two gorgeous children.
No kids either.
They're called Chris and Stanley, and they poop.
Gibberish. That was gibberish.
Martin.
Yeah. Wait, why am I answering to Martin?
Martin, let me ask you something right here. If we got $2,000 on riotcast.com, what do you say you and I jerk each other off live on Ustream right now?
So the satellite show is bleeding into this one.
That's right, Martin. Yeah, I have enjoyed many a thing for my entire time. And if there was something I didn't like, I was never one of those people like I would if there was a Lost episode that I wasn't necessarily into, I would still not go on Twitter and then all of a sudden be like, "You cocksuckers! I hate you guys."
Get rid of Hurley or I'm out.
Yeah. Kill everyone.
Fire him.
Kill the smoke monster. Like I've always been amazed by that, and I've also been amazed at someone who then says like, I guess Jane thought she would instantly become the program director for the Davey Max Sports program, where we all have to listen to what Jane says.
Jane's addiction.
I wasn't even trying to say that, Martin.
My name's not Martin.
No, but this Michael Phelps thing is I don't know what to do.
That was
He's the
ridiculous.
winningest ever.
Ridiculously close.
Yeah, but you know what?
That 200.
The one thing is, he is, but then I get influenced by some of these other people who are saying basically, because he swims in so many races per Olympics that maybe it's not exactly fair.
Because what, other guys don't have as many...
They don't have as many chances.
Options and chances
You know, I don't know how to feel about it, but I do know that, this guy was Joe DiMaggio or Jim Brown or Michael Jordan, and now it's just kind of like he's this old
It's because he's
jerk.
at 27. It's the only reason.
Yeah, well, that's
because
what happens in swimmer.
He came in half-assed for this Olympics, and that Ryan Lochte guy.
That's right, he did,
yeah,
baby.
he was high. He was stoned.
Yeah.
He probably is right now.
Michael Phelps here, dudes. Yeah.
Dickie?
Oh, yeah, baby. Michael Dickie Phelps in the house.
Heard about your silver medal the other day. What happened there?
I love going in the swimming pool so much.
Well, yeah, you're a swimmer.
And then sometimes I play pool, 8 balls my bag. But I'm wondering how come the balls aren't wet, like in my pool.
Because it's a totally different pool. It's
Right.
It's billiards.
And then so when I'm playing pool,
Yeah.
the balls are dry, and I'm like, this is so weird. For Michael Phelps, dude, it's like
It's not
I
weird
am
at all.
so high.
It's not
I
weird.
can't believe how high I am.
Well, yeah, you got to lay off.
And
it,
then
or else you're not going to win any more medals.
Sometimes I have to take my sister, right,
Yeah.
in a carpool, and I drive her to school, and I'm like, we're still not wet,
No, it's not.
and yet we're in a carpool.
Yeah.
What is this?
You're driving people around.
I'm like, this is weird because we're but I mean,
not
shouldn't
weird. It's not
shouldn't we
weird.
be driving in water like a water car? Like,
Nuh-uh.
woo!
No, totally different
My
meaning.
car's made of water because it's a car pool. You understand? I'm high and this is some good
You
stuff.
can't
I
make
got
a car out of
this is good stuff.
water.
Oh, I like the other thing. Jane was right, Roy. You had something going, and now I just totally lost Dickie.
You mean Michael Phelps?
But I can still get it back. Because I'll tell you one thing right now. Every Super Bowl,
Yeah.
I fill out a pool,
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not filling out water.
Yeah,
this
no.
is paper. And I'm filling out like boxes and
Different-
things.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're gambling.
Right. It's weird.
No, it's not. Maybe
Yeah.
you should stop smoking so much weed.
Right. And then there's that woman from that movie or sitcom, Mrs. Poole. Remember her?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, she's not made of water. She's
No.
Mrs. Poole.
That's just the last name.
Mrs. Poole, you done it again, dude.
She didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You're just stoned.
I'll tell you
Confused.
one thing right now I love to do is grab onto a rainbow, shove it right up my ass.
So you want to have
I am
sex
so high.
with the rainbow?
Rainbow. I'd
Yeah.
love to just get on top of that thing,
Ride it.
give it to Michael Phelps butterfly. Yeah, baby. I'm a butterfly. I'm a spider. I'm a frog. I'm all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
I'm a centipede too.
Are you?
No one ever told me.
Or are you
Yeah,
on
I'm
acid?
out here. This is some good stuff I got here. No one ever says. Everyone's like, "You're so good at the butterfly stroke, Michael Phelps." I'm like, "You never saw me at the centipede, dude." I go flip, flip with these arms and then the 98 arms behind me because I'm a goddamn centipede, dude. 100 arms.
You don't have 100 arms, man. You only got 2.
I was playing that Mario game the other day, right?
Mario Olympics. I don't see what's so funny. Did you get that off Gamefly?
Say that again. Say it again.
Mario Olympics. I don't understand.
I get it.
Well, I'm not as high as you are.
You can't do an Olympics with a cartoon character, dude.
You're playing a video game with it. You're the one playing it. All right. Are you having a seizure?
A little bit of spittle just came out of Michael Dickie Phelps's mouth.
You eyeing dust?
Apolapis. That's how I say apologies, dude. It's like, but I say it like a Hobbit kind of character, like I was in Clockwork Orange or something.
Right.
Those were hobbits, right?
No, that's Lord of the
Clockwork
Rings.
Orange.
That's Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I remember those hobbits. Those were some mean ass hobbits,
Yeah, I'll
dude.
say.
They're walking around, and they always carried a pair of scissors with them,
No.
and then they were cutting holes out of the titty zone.
Yeah.
It's like, what's gonna happen now, dude? Why not? Why ruin a perfectly good red sweater?
Because
Why not just take the shirt off her and then touch and fondle and, the way Pepper puts it so bluntly, rape the titties?
It wouldn't be ultraviolence then, Dave. All right.
They
You're
were just
nodding out. You're nodding out.
Singing in the rain.
I fell asleep there for a second, fellas. Anyway, this has been
You got to get it together, man.
Chris Mad Dog Russo for the sports show saying good night, everybody.
Why isn't your church shirt tucked in then?
A little weirdo, huh? He
I
always
see him
likes to
every
tuck
day.
T-shirts into his jeans
really
or whatever.
tightly.
Yeah. I don't know anyone who tucks shirts,
Every kind of shirt.
T-shirts
Every
into
kind.
jeans. Even a
polo shirt. If
A
you have a
polo
polo
shirt.
shirt, he'll have it tucked.
That's very peculiar. He
It's-
dresses very strangely, I must add.
And like weird, like I don't know, old jeans. I don't know. I can't even describe them.
He has like absolutely no go-to style, like okay, Pepper obviously likes the plaid.
Sure.
Roy Schaefer's got a rock and roll thing down.
V-neck shirt.
Shauno works at construction sites.
Yep.
And it's the whole, thing. But Chris Russo, one day he'll have like a purple turtleneck almost up to his lower lip. It's like that high. And it's like, okay, so I guess Chris likes turtlenecks. And then the next time he'll just have like a Liberace jacket. And you're like, what are you doing? There's no consistency. Sometimes it's a suit. I don't know what it is. I'll tell you one thing he needs to get is his clothes on Amazon.com.
The hell yeah. Great
Christopher
deals.
Russo, we love you. Don't get me wrong. This ain't a criticism. Trying to help you out, friend to friend. Journalist to journalist, sports broadcaster to sports broadcaster. Why don't you go to riotcast.com/DavyMac. There you'll see an Amazon banner. All you do is you click on it, boom, you're in Amazon. But what does this do? There's no surcharge. There's nothing. Nothing's going to happen. There's no pop-ups. But if you shop at Amazon anyway, by going to the Amazon site from our banner, what it does is it shows how many people listen to the show, love the show, support the show, and you're supporting Riotcast and Davey Mac. So get all your purchases there, Chris Russo. Go buy a polo shirt. Go buy yourself a nice little bow tie. I could see Chris Russo sort of having sort of a Pee Wee Herman type outfit,
Oh, he'd look great in that.
Yeah, like a little bow tie and everything.
And you can get it on Amazon.
Which is very fashionable right now. You see a lot of the black guys in the NBA with the bow tie.
Yeah, it's coming a huge comeback.
So, Chris, think about it. Riotcast.com/DavyMac for Amazon.com. Yeah, but I've been watching a lot of stuff, baby. I've been watching archery. I love it. Today I was watching
some gymnastics.
Volleyball. Oh, yeah. I watched the women's gymnastics squad there.
For some reason, a lot of people...
That's talent, by the way.
Ridiculous. That entire team just dominated. A lot of people started attacking the girl Douglas.
Which
the
one was
black
she?
girl.
Oh, really? For
Yeah,
what?
her hair. They were attacking her hair, saying it wasn't done well enough for the Olympics.
Well, that's great.
It's crazy talk.
That sounds a little borderline to me. I know
She's getting killed.
we at the Davey Mac Show do some things from time to time, but let's attack the one black girl for her hair.
Yeah.
I don't have to remind people what Imus said. Hello! I believe it was also making fun of a black person, a girl specifically's hair.
Yeah.
Now, if anyone at NBC threw in the word nappy, and we're not talking about feeling sleepish, then you're fired. God, I can't believe Michelle Beadle is gone. Oh, I want to say something else, too, about ESPN. So you let Michelle Beadle go, and you have this new guy go. And listen, Davey Mack ain't no Brad Pitt. I'm going to flat out tell you right now.
Don't say that.
No.
Don't say that about yourself.
Okay, I am.
Disagree.
I am Brad Pitt then.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look
I
at
mean, but Davey Mack is no Tom Cruise. Let me tell you something.
he's got funny teeth.
You're kind of Tom Cruise.
Well, okay, I am Tom Cruise then.
But you're much taller.
This feels good.
right?
But I'll be honest, I'm no Colin
Pharrell.
Wright.
No, you're Irish.
I am,
He's
aren't
Irish.
I am like Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Well, I'm no Tom Brokaw.
A little bit. You're kind of like
No Bob Costas.
sort of.
I'm no Gary Coleman. I'm no Emmanuel Lewis.
You're very Emmanuel
I'm no
Lewis.
Wayne Brady. I'm no Drew Carey. I'm no William Refrigerator Perry.
Wow.
I'm no Michael Spinks. I'm no Mark Anthony.
Hey, Dave.
I'm no
Dave.
Barry Williams.
You're all those people and more.
Yeah! So anyway, that was what that whole segment was about. It was just fishing for compliments. That's our brand new segment called Fishing for Compliments, everybody. Hey, how are you? Davey Mack, fishing for compliments as always, saying, I don't know, I'm just not thinking I'm so smart, you know?
You're very smart,
Well,
Dave.
okay, then.
You're brilliant.
I feel good about myself.
Good.
And I'll tell you, something my pee-pee smells a little bit, but, you know, it does.
Never.
It
Smells good.
does it?
Smells
It
good.
does smells good.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Davey back for Fishing with Compliments. Good night, everybody.
Great.
This guy's name is, just Google image this guy. Wayne Drees, I believe is how you, but you spell it Drehs. Wayne Drees. And for the people watching on Ustream or listening on your iTunes accounts and riotcast.com, look at the first two pictures of this guy. Now, again, I am not one. So
he's a freak.
Michelle Beadle leaves. Look at that picture.
Let me see. I
Yeah,
want to
just
see.
come over here and look at it real quick.
Why are you just bringing it up on the big computer?
The Michelle Beadle leaves.
Wow.
And this guy somehow comes into ESPN. Wayne
gang
Drees,
fire, dude.
Drehs. I'm going to tell you, this guy looks like, with a little more hair, that Vincent Italian name. The guy was in all the Milos Forman movies. The guy was in Ghost, but he's always a background character.
Oh,
in
I know
all
exactly
those
what you're
Milos.
talking about. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know
yeah.
what I'm talking about.
He was the science teacher in Fast Times.
He was a science teacher in Fast Times. But he's also in all the Milo, like he's in the background of One Flew Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest.
Well, actually, he's not in the background. He's one of the guys.
characters, yeah.
But he's also, he was in Larry Flint. He was in the Andy Kaufman one. He was at the very beginning of Amadeus.
Bunch of movies.
You've seen that
Guys,
one,
absolutely.
Yeah.
He's passed away.
Yeah, he was. I know that
he-
sucks. So this guy is like a version of that. My point is this: hey, this guy's on ESPN. They can't give Davey Mack Sports Program on ESPN. Well, you know what, ESPN? We're done with you.
Beatles gone. Screw him.
Yeah, maybe we should start contacting Beadle and get us on NBC Sports.
Oh, I'm sure.
That's not a bad thought. I'll Twitter that broad.
Not a bad gig.
This is why I always think it's a mistake for these people. They're on ESPN or something, so it's like Michelle Beadle ESPN and stuff. Well, now you left, and now your whole Twitter name is screwed.
Yeah, you can't
Screwed
change-
to hell.
Can't
Can't
change
you
that.
transfer your followers to a new name?
I
or
don't
something?
know.
I think you can.
I don't know.
I think you can.
Pepper's right. He
Sounds
can,
like you
Dave.
made that up.
It does.
Thanks, Roy.
Don't it,
Thanks,
Sean?
Roy.
Yes.
You're the best.
Jerry Sandusky, what's the deal with him? He's sad.
At the train camp.
He's sad for.
He's a sad
He's
man.
I feel bad. Well, you know what? Jerry Sandusky's sad. Now I feel bad. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pepper gave me a story that says Jerry Sandusky is sad.
Oh yeah.
And I go, well, that just breaks my heart. That's a cute little guy.
That's good shit,
That
Brett.
puppy dog of a football coach. He's
is-
upset.
this is
Gosh, damn it!
This is coming from his defense lawyer.
How can we cheer this fella up?
Well, listen. What's wrong with him first?
Okay.
Jerry Sandusky is distraught over the NCAA penalties issued to Penn State's football program.
Okay. Forgetting about the kids again, are we?
That he's
Blocking out the children.
He's pissed. He doesn't get
Great.
wins.
Love it.
He's really
Penn
depressed.
State
he's
just
depressed.
continues to roll on. The best thing that could be for the rest of us is a Jerry Sandusky story such as this once a week, so that the people at Penn State, these people, they made a big deal of 1,000 fans came out to the Penn State practice. And while I understand that these college kids were not the ones who raped these children, can you stop it with the football for a little while?
No, they can't.
Can you put it on the back burner? Can you just say, listen, the guys are going to go out there, they're going to practice. Hey, we'll show up on Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Do they not still get that these kids lived in Pennsylvania, that every time there's some sort of these jackasses from the Penn State fans going, we love our football and we love our coach and we're going to support. Every time that happens, it's like these kids are getting raped all over again. Why? Because one of the victims has said it into the press. He's like, every time that I see this, it's like an entire state is turning their backs on me again.
All they care about is a winning football program.
It's football! I love sports. We do a whole show about
It's
sports.
not just football, Dave. It's $60 million a year.
Get over it!
You can't get over $60 million.
$60 million I would understand for the university. Of course they're going to be whores. But these fans who don't make a nickel off Penn State, in fact, they lose money going to games and buying merchandise.
That's the crazy part.
It's
College
crazy.
alumni are insane. And the entire country, if you're just a college alumni and you're dropping cash in your goddamn college football program, you're insane.
Maybe I have different priorities, but I'm a graduate of Monmouth University, right there in West. Thank you.
Like a baller.
Thank you very much. And that wasn't even fishing for compliments.
Oh.
But I'll take applause whenever I can get it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. In West Long Branch, New Jersey,
Wow.
Miles Austin, Dallas Cowboy receiver. Very good receiver when he's not hurt.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Monmouth University. If I found out that Miles Austin, I don't know, raped children, I would probably not be attending any Monmouth University football games for a while. I wouldn't give them support. You know that this is the second most money they've ever made in donations. They take a yearly total, and this is in the history of Penn State. This is the second most amount of money they've raised from fans,
After the scandal.
alumni. After the scandal.
During and
That's
after the Jerry Sandusky conviction.
That's a scandal in itself.
Whoa.
Wow. Look at E.E. Cummins over there with the poetry. I'm going to call you the sports poet from now on. If I'm the sports master,
Master!
then you're the sports poet.
Wait.
Poet?
Poet!
Don't you know it?
Oh, man, Dave. I don't know. Maybe Jane's right.
I knew Jane was going to get in your kitchen.
Yeah, maybe she's right.
You know? Well, you had all those instruments out, and you tried them.
I don't know.
I think my favorite is the melodica. Or the accordion. I don't know.
I like the Dave Boy machine.
Yeah,
Yeah, she's got me a little down, Dave.
I did.
Feel better about yourself, Roy.
Hey, fishing for compliments is my segment.
Hey, Roy.
Okay.
You're looking good today.
Hey,
And you sound even
that's
better.
Not, no.
You sound even better, Roy.
Thanks, Pepper.
Those new sunglasses over there?
I'll tell you. One thing that I just don't like is that NAMBLA. Moving on from that,
What did that
Wait
do with
a minute.
anything? I guess Sandusky falls in line. I don't know.
nothing. Let's just move on.
Oh, you're hanging out on their website?
Nothing.
You know Joe Paterno's on their website?
Is he?
Yeah.
That's great. Notre Dame put this has benched their starting QB Tommy Reese because he got drunk and hit a cop and whatnot.
Like fought a cop?
Yeah, he fought a cop,
okay.
but resisted arrest was
Yeah.
the formal charge.
He's a football player.
So he misses opening day. Think about this for all the games to miss. Opening day, Notre Dame,
Michigan?
Navy
Oh.
in Dublin, Ireland.
What?
Wow, that's
Can
awesome.
you? First of all, I
That's
want
an
to book
awesome
that game right now.
Yeah, seriously.
And you know what? You could probably get a reasonable ticket because I can't imagine. I've been to Dublin, and
Whoa.
I cannot imagine 80,000 or however many are going to fit in their stadium. People going to an American football
Yeah,
game.
they don't follow American football.
Football games sell out in
Every
London?
single time that the NFL strangely puts a game in London,
Yeah.
it's
There's empty seats.
it's a quarter empty, and I've seen games where it's been half empty.
They're probably so confused too with the whole fighting Irish guy. It's like
Right.
probably a little bit insulting.
I would think so.
You know?
Let's see a redhead leprechaun who's like this the whole time, as if Irish people just walk around with their fists up.
Push your dukes up now. Let's go.
Let's go. Yeah, I actually can't put my arms down. They're locked in like this.
Oh, my
I
God.
have to run into you.
Right. I'm just locked. Like Robert De Niro in Awakenings, how he was locked like that.
Oh,
My arms are locked in the Duke's position at all time.
you're an awful freak.
It's a horrible, horrible existence I have. Someone spoon feed me.
least you
Or
found-
at least hook an IV up to a Guinness machine.
At least you found this job. I mean, that's a coincidence.
Seriously, put my goddamn arms down, for fuck's sake.
I can't. You're stuck there, dude.
Help! You have no idea how much energy this dispenses. Walking around with me Dukes up the entire time.
Just lay down.
Can I find someone of British ancestry to come do something with me, Dukes? It's like I'm a rock and sock'em robot over here, yet no one's playing with me.
Get this man a doctor.
Help!
Sad.
Seriously? It's like Lockjaw, only instead they should call it Lock Dukes. Drunken Irish Lock Dukes. That's what I'm suffering from. Or DIRS for short.
Durs.
Yeah. That's too much. Seriously, if we could get the money and we could find the date, why can't the Davey Mac Sports Program go to Dublin for a remote broadcast?
Oh, yeah. I'm going next week.
Or at the very least, just for total, you're going to Ireland next week? All right, we'll get back to it in a second. But just for total laugh, will you please do me a favor and go to Rob tomorrow
I will. I probably
and
swear
say,
to God.
listen, we have a live event, and we're going to need a sound engineer, Sean O.
I'll be there.
And we're going to need an audio person, Roy Schaefer.
And we got him already.
I'll be there.
We
already.
have him already.
Just hire him out as freelance.
Well, no, I think the game's in September, so you're going to have to
alright.
go back.
I'll go back.
But still, go to Rob and say, plenty of time. Let's go. Live remote broadcast.
we have
Dublin,
a month.
Ireland, Notre Dame, Navy.
Tickets to Ireland are cheap.
That would be phenomenal.
It'd be hysterical.
It would be the greatest show in the history of the world.
We would never do that show.
We would never come back.
Just show up. We just show up.
Guys, seems you missed your return flight.
You would just see by like the second quarter, Roy would be like, screw it. Give me the bottle. Let's go. Woo. No one will find out. But Roy, we're on the radio. Screw it, I said. So go to Rob, will you, tomorrow?
I
will you
will.
do
I
that?
promise.
Will you? Do you promise?
I promise, Dave.
Oh, I love it. I love when you promise things. So that's what's going on. Now, the basketball team, the Olympic team, destroyed the hell out of Tunisia.
Yeah,
Tunisia?
Tunisia.
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 Yeah.
Tunisia.
It's in Africa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tunisia.
Now, here's the only thing that I know about Tunisia. Okay? Couple different film franchises were filmed there.
Yes, we all know.
Star Wars. And what's the second one?
Film franchise in Tunisia.
Casablanca.
That's not a franchise.
Close.
Oh.
Except for that's a single film.
Yeah.
Unless there's a Casablanca 2 through 5 that I don't know about.
There is.
Indiana Jones. 'Cause it was-
Indiana Jones.
All right.
50
Oh,
points for
yeah.
Pepper.
There's also a famous Art Blakey jazz tune.
You know, all right.
They used Tunisia for the desert scenes in Raiders. They used Tunisia, I think,
Tatooine.
even for Last Crusade. Yeah, I mean, they definitely used it for a lot of the Star Wars movies. All the Tatooine scenes, yeah, Tunisia.
Do you know that those sets are still there, and that local Tunisians live in them and sell Star Wars merchandise?
That's unbelievable. Go to Rob tomorrow and say, instead of coming back to America, we're going to take a left turn from Dublin into Tunisia, and we're all going to be wearing those white Arab hats.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to make sure SiriusXM supplies enough shovels and pickaxes in case we want to be archaeologists. But I would love to go to Tunisia. So you're saying the Star Wars huts, like where Aunt Beru and Uncle Owen lived, are still there?
The corpses are still there?
No. Just the huts.
Uncle Owen! Aunt Beru! Uncle Owen! Oh my God! The stormtroopers have fried my step-uncle and mom to a crisp! I guess this is supposed to be a dramatic scene in Star Wars, but I'm Mark Hamill, not a very good actor. Uncle Owen! Aunt Beru! Wake up! Oh, they look like burnt muffins now. Is that good, George? Did you get all you need? It's hot out here. Mark Hamill needs to go back to his trailer.
So it's Tunisian tent.
That's right.
Coach K sat old
They-
starters. You see that?
Yeah, well, Coach K is pissed off. Coach K has the discipline going.
Oh yeah.
But, I mean, the game was never... If we lost to Tunisia, we should just blow up basketball. Everything. College, the NBA.
Yeah, Kobe signed the one dude's shoe.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's pretty good. But I don't think I would act much differently if I was on an opposing team.
Yeah.
I would have just stopped at Kobe. I would have gotten the whole goddamn
Yeah,
team.
seriously.
You know, including Coach K. Make some money here, dog.
Get 'em.
Let's go.
eBay.
I'm so also disappointed that the American soccer team did not make the Olympics, because it's so fun to like watch, you know, like the British are in it and everyone's in it and stuff. How could they have not made
We blow.
the tournament?
We blow in
What is
soccer.
that?
Weak. It's a weak team.
And I think it was their last match that they just basically had to totally choke and collapse, and they were up 2-0, and they let the team come back, and I think the team just simply tied. But if the Americans got anything except a win, they would not have made it. So in other words, they couldn't get a loss and they couldn't get a tie. Up 2-0 in soccer, you got to close it out if it's for the Olympics.
Come on, boys. Women's soccer's doing well though.
They're good, yeah. I've told you, I enjoy watching them. The little Megan Rapinoe, she's the little blonde-haired one.
Yeah.
She's fun to watch. I also like the volleyball though. You have the women's who are those chicks are ridiculous champions, and they still have not lost an Olympic match.
That's awesome.
They've won the last 2 gold medals.
Pretty impressive.
They're going for a 3rd gold medal, and they haven't even lost a match.
They're crushing
in
it.
Olympic play. Then you have the American side who won the gold medal last time. Rogers and the big Roy German sounding name like Skrinsenhall. And this guy
Skrinsenhall.
is a Hitler poster boy.
boy.
He's
Sizer.
6'9" German, shaved head.
Oh, God.
Who just blocks volleyballs at the nets. Basically, this little Rogers guy is like, stand there! Stand by the net! Anything, just put your freaking head in front of it. Okay, boss. It's like
Why does he sound like that?
because they're kind of like of mice and men is the way I envision them. Because the Will Rogers guy is also the coach.
George.
I didn't know that in the 2-man teams, one guy does have to be the coach to call
Really?
timeouts and
Whoa,
stuff.
wow.
So the Rogers guy is like the Lenny, yeah.
No, George.
And George,
Yeah.
and then the big guy's Lenny.
Lenny, yeah.
Lenny.
And that big guy's like, whatever you want me to do.
Tell me about the rabbits.
All right, George. Just stand in front of the net, God damn it! I've told you several times. Stand in front of the net, Gleekin Hall. That's fine, George. I'll stand in front of it. George, a ball just hit me right in the face.
That's good.
You're doing a good job.
You heard that Roddick was eliminated by Djokovic.
That's a big surprise. That choking pussy.
And now he's saying he's... I think
He
he's,
hate Andy Roddick so much. I actually would totally, if I knew that match was even on, I would have dressed in a Serbian flag for Djokovic because Andy Roddick is the worst example of America.
Choking
He is
pussy.
everything that's what they hate about us, which is they say we're loud and we're rude and we're obnoxious, and sometimes we're all of those things. But he does all those things without winning. And when John McEnroe did those things, he won
was the man.
tournaments.
right, yeah, Roddick, now he's talking about this is it. He's done after this.
Oh, kid, yes, you're done.
Finally.
He was done a couple years ago.
You've been done. He was done after that 5-set match against Federer in 2009
The Open?
Wimbledon. No, in Wimbledon in the finals.
He's made a couple of finals.
And
yeah.
it was a phenomenal match, and he just couldn't get it. He just couldn't get past Federer.
Well, Federer was at his peak then. He
Serena
was
lost as
crushing.
well.
Serena lost. Sick of her too.
Just saying.
With the injuries and I'm
It
hurt.
happens.
And,
She's an athlete. It
I'm
happens.
hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Serena Williams and I'm injured.
Right, she doesn't sound like that.
Yeah, this is Serena Williams talking. Please, Roy. That might fly, Roy, in your homeland of Nazi Germany, but that type of racist talk does not fly.
We ain't
here.
the Third Reich. That doesn't make any sense.
And then AJ Burnett. How about this? How about how he's pitching? Pitching really well for the Pirates. Had a
Of course he
one-hitter.
is.
Now that he's not a Yankee.
Yes, I know. I mean, that's
It happens every
he's
single time.
he's one of those guys that exist. He's a guy who did not want to pitch in New York under the big lights, as it were.
Couldn't take it.
Now that he's in Pittsburgh, he's dominating. And mark my words, Brian Cashman will find a way to bring AJ Burnett back to the Yankees
Where he will tank.
because he's like, well, he's pitching well in Pittsburgh. And then here's what you'll see from John Sterling. Here's a pitch by Burnett. Oh, that's a high. Hit it far. That's a home run for the Red Sox. Here's another guy for the Red Sox, and here's the pitch. Hit it high. Hit it far. It's gone. The Red Sox are up 40,000 to 1.
Wow, 40,000?
40,000 to 1. AJ Burnett has led up 40,000 solo home
Why
runs.
did they just call the game? Why did they leave him in for so long?
Listen, you have to teach people a lesson sometimes.
What? To blow his arm out?
Yeah. Missy Franklin.
Oh.
Would you bang her?
Let me see a picture of her.
Google. You don't know Missy Franklin? Where
she
are
the-
you? What are you watching
Is she
for the Olympics?
She the Australian?
She's American, my friends, and she won in the backstroke. She won a gold medal.
Yeah.
Just say yes or no.
I'm
Say
just-
yes.
Just because she's an Olympic athlete, I'll
No.
say yes for the story.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm not mad.
Yeah,
no
sure.
lie.
Yeah. Okay,
Yes?
Sure. Yeah.
And yes.
Yeah.
And Roy, yes.
I guess I'll go with the consensus there. Yeah.
I'm gonna call the Khaleeps. The Khaleeps.
The Khaleeps.
Who are the Khaleeps?
That was a combination of cops and police.
Call the Khaleeps.
I think I just invented a Hobbit word. Call me Dave R.R. Token.
I'm
not going to do that.
No.
I take it she's underage.
All right.
Yeah. She's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
be-
calling the cops. She is underage.
The Khaleeps.
And all of you are getting arrested by the Khaleeps
Whatever.
and put in the jizzin, which is a jail and prison.
I don't want to go in the jism.
Oh, you've been to jism, my friend. Trust me. What do you think is in those bottles of beer? I put yeah, that's right. I gave you a little surprise. What's the big deal?
It's delicious hot piss beer.
I gave you a little flavoring in that beer. I gave you, as they would say in Dr. Strangelove, some essence, some Dave essence. Roy Schaefer saw Dr. Strangelove, apparently.
One of my favorites.
Okay. I didn't tell you guys this, but we are now going to be on ESPN2 as the new Sports Nation Around the Horn interruption show. And as a result, we had to keep score today. And because Roy Schaefer went out knowing essence, he wins the prize today. Well, like on Around the Horn, Roy Schaefer gets a 10 seconds to say whatever he wants. The Roy Schaefer editorial. That's the prize. Go ahead.
I tell you what, I'm going to do the show this Saturday night because I won't be doing it next week. I'm going
What do you mean, on Sirius XM?
Yeah, I'll do the show this Saturday night.
Whoa! You know what? You get 10 more points and you get another editorial. Now give us another one.
I'm only doing this because of Jane.
Yeah, Jane.
One more editorial, please.
That's it. That's all.
Whatever you want to say about life in general.
Oh man.
Proverbs, words of wisdom.
I got nothing, Dave. No wisdom for me.
So you heard it, folks. Roy Harder's last words of wisdom. I've got nothing. It's the Davey Mac Sports Program. Eastside Dave McDonald, Chris Pepper Stanley, Shano, Roy Schaefer. Subscribe to the show on iTunes.
Yeah, riotcast.com.
Listen to the show on SiriusXM. Good night.